Hello, we are live. Welcome, welcome,
Hello,
Conversations
hello.
to Raise Vibrations. My name is Lisa Kelly, and I am joined by the beautiful Elvira Hopper. Hello. We are so
Hello.
glad to be here. If you are joining us live, hopefully we see our peeps live. Put in the comment section, of course, we love to engage in conversation. And if you're watching this later, as always, just hit hashtag replay and let us know what you love about this conversation. And you can also jump over to our YouTube channel and hit like, share, and subscribe because I know there are so many beautiful women in this world that need these conversations because these are
Yeah.
really real, raw, and authentic, and we do them for ourselves.
Mm.
It's kind of but
We need it first and foremost.
we
Yeah.
need it too, and they're for everyone. But I love when we jump on here. Tori Joe, good morning. Love
I
you. I love Tori.
love her.
But I love when we do these and we sit in the studio. So, what are we talking about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Then we talk about things that have happened to us. And then we're like, and Laura says, when in doubt, let's pull a card. And you guys have no idea how perfect this card is for today. Well, I just
It jumped out of the deck. It jumped out of the deck. Yeah.
it did. It felt right. It was like, this is what you're
Yeah.
talking about. And this is what I
Yeah.
love. When I say these conversations are real, raw, authentic, that they really are.
We're not kidding.
We're not
Yeah, we're not
and
kidding.
we really use spirit to guide us
Yeah.
in what would you like us to
Oh,
talk about? What is the message that
correction. Correction. Spirit uses us. We don't
yeah.
use spirit. Spirit uses us. Sorry,
So
I just had to say that.
what I was trying to say was
Yeah.
we ask spirit, what do you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
And spirit speaks through us, i.e. jumping
Yeah.
card out of a deck. You
Yeah.
can't make it up. Tori Joe, you seriously can't
No.
make it up.
You can't make this shit up. No, no. Wait till you hear the card, Tori Joe. Tori Joe was just on my IG live show,
Oh,
live
I
with
love it.
Elvira and friends, and she's amazing. And oh my God, Tori Joe, thank you for sharing all that beautiful stuff there. I think you're going to like the card today. I think you're going to like the card.
I had Elvira, and I was telling Tori Joe this, but as I was driving, I think it was last week, Tori Joe. Anyway, and I sent her a voice note because I just had this urge, this feeling, spirit was speaking through me that we're going to go to you and me, Elvira and I are going to go to Salt Lake, Utah, and
Oh, I just
we
got
are going to,
chills.
yeah, I felt like this, and I felt like I don't know why, how, what, whatever. I just had that. We're going to go. We're going to do a retreat with Tori Joe,
Yes,
and
yes.
I get to give her the biggest hug ever because I'm so excited. But and Tori Joe says, "Well, I don't have the money for that right now, but I don't know how." And I said, "Are you kidding? I don't know how either. I'm just telling you what through me. So we'll figure. The universe will
The
figure."
how Yes, we punch a hole in the universe when we decide, and then the universe fills the how hole. Don't get stuck in the how hole because it's a hell hole. The
I'm not.
universe will show us the way.
Yeah, and I let it
Yeah,
go, and I
yeah,
said, "Well, we'll see.
yeah.
Whatever. If
Oh
it's a
no, I'm just
unicorn,
talking about us in general. Let's never get
yeah,
stuck in the how hole. Let's just decide what we want. So now that you've channeled that vision, let's just
yeah."
see how it unfolds. Yeah.
Tori Joe says, "You are more than welcome. We will go glamping if anything." What is glamping?
Oh,
Is
I
that
want to go glamping. I've always wanted to go glamping.
yeah?
Oh,
But wait, what is that? Is that a hotel? Because that's what I do.
no, no, it's a tent. It's a
I
tent,
have
but it's a
sleeping
bed.
bags.
It's a bed in a tent. There's some beautiful places that you can go to where
Okay,
you're in the out like you're outside, right? It's a tent,
okay.
but believe it or not, they actually have rugs in there. They have furniture in there. I don't know about the one that Tori Joe's been to, but I've seen them. Like just Google glamping after the show, Lisa,
Okay,
and check it out. I think that would
okay,
be
so then I'll
amazing,
let
Tori
you
Joe.
know, and then I'll let you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I'm a hotel girl too. My husband builds and runs them.
Okay, all right.
Mm,
So, can you read us the
I love
card?
it. I love it. Yes, yes. I with joy I will read you the card. So the card that the universe wanted us to read today is this. There are no wrong turns. It's a 9, it's a 27, which is a 9 in numerology if that means something to you. So, here is what it says. There are no wrong turns. What if you couldn't make a wrong decision, wrong move, or wrong turn? How much pressure would that eliminate from your life? All roads lead to the exact same place of perfect perfection. Just arriving via, you've come here with your cosmic assignment. Chills. That keeps knocking over and over again. So don't worry, you won't miss it. We always want to be certain of our path, but life doesn't work like that. Sometimes you're almost there, and sometimes it feels like a long road ahead. Only by embracing the ambiguity that you can create the surety that you seek. I'm going to read that last one again because that's powerful. It's only by embracing the ambiguity, in other words, surrendering, that you can create the surety that you seek. And now the cosmic catalyst question that Yannick Silver asks us. This is, by the way, the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck by Yannick Silver. He's amazing. The cosmic catalyst question is, what mistakes or wrong turns have I made that ultimately ended up benefiting me? So I would love people to add to the chat, what mistakes or wrong turns have I made that ultimately ended up benefiting me? Okay. We'd love to hear what those are. The cosmic checkbox question he asks is, take one nagging problem that you've been putting off and finally make a choice. Okay. So that's the other thing. If you care to share that in the comments as well, we would love to hear what we'll take on because of this conversation, because you realize this is not a coincidence. This is a message to me and my life right now. And I'm going to get off the pot by taking care of this one thing. So more chills of confirmation. So isn't that the greatest card?
It is unbelievable. It really is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the first thing that came to me, so I don't know if my friend jumped on here or not, but her and I, Debbie, are in a similar situation where we left our careers. She left her 16-year career in policing 6 years ago. I left my teaching career 5 years ago. And thus far, I have, not that this makes a difference, but, haven't exactly, I'm not exactly where I want to be right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm not in the 5-year, aha, I'm here, I've arrived kind of thing. Not that I ever think we've arrived, but we were just talking about this. And I told you guys, and I talked about this on my last, I kind of fell into this darkness and, feeling really crappy about myself, my life, where things are going,
Yeah.
and really been going through a hard time the last few weeks. And one of the things I've said is, did I make the biggest effing mistake of my life? Like, did I, what the heck have I done? Knowing in my heart of hearts, there are no wrong turns, there are no mistakes, but you can't help but feel like that when you're in that situation. You're thinking, oh my God, I left this, whatever, near 6-figure income, pension, benefits. What the heck did I do? And I was an idiot, and you start judging yourself into this stuff. And that's where my mind has gone. Now I'm feeling a little bit better this week. I'm a little bit more on a high. Spent a beautiful weekend at my friend, the one I was just talking to about, at her cottage. We just got into a lot of conversations, and it was really healing for me, and I really needed it. And so this card, there are no wrong turns. I can't even tell you how much I needed that in this moment.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
Again, there
That
are
is honest to God. Yeah. There's no wrong turns. And no matter what you're going through, if you just keep going, like there's, what's that old expression, when you're walking through hell, just keep walking, it's like as long as you don't give up, you will end up where you're supposed to be. We all have a cosmic assignment, as Yannick refers to it, right? I call it purpose, mission, why. We all have that reason and our job is to become the people that allows that mission, purpose, cosmic assignment might come through us. And that's the work. We
Yeah.
do the inner work so that we can serve with our bigger purpose. More chills. So,
I know.
you know, that's the mission. That's the goal, is to become the people that we can truly manifest this bigger mission. Like, I'm blessed to say that I connected with it, at rock bottom. My life, I wanted to die. It's simple. I didn't want to live depressed anymore with anxiety
Mhm.
and panic disorder. And, you know, I put it out there. Okay, I want to die. Give me a way out that's not drugs, that's not therapy. So now
Yeah.
this thing that came through me is my purpose. It's my purpose is to help heart-centered humans like me to do their inner work of healing and growth so that they
Yeah.
can connect to their bigger mission, so that they get to live the life of their dreams, right? So I
Yeah.
know what mine is. And yet, even knowing it, I still, bump up against edges because I haven't healed my trauma completely. Like,
Right.
we all have trauma, right? Nobody gets out of childhood without trauma, and even
Mhm.
adulthood. We have trauma. Our job is to do the inner healing, the inner work of healing our trauma and evolving to be who we're meant to be
Yeah.
the purveyors of this spin that we were brought here for. Does that resonate?
100%. 100%. I don't know if it's my internet or yours that's a little shaky. So if someone wants to, it says I
Oh,
pull here, but I'm hoping
okay.
it's not mine. Anyway,
I'm not,
let me.
yeah, I'm not having a problem. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Anyway,
So,
hopefully we're
you know what
okay.
I
Yeah.
was
Okay.
thinking is, yes, what you just said is we have to go through these dark times, whether we're, you know, I don't think dark times ever leave us per se. I think, we
No.
can either embrace the emotions we're feeling, embrace the darkness that we're feeling in order to move through them, or we
Yeah.
can be in that fight or mode and run and
Yeah.
I think, like, I was
That's a
writing,
trauma response. That's a
it's a
trauma
trauma
response. Yeah.
response,
Yeah.
100% it's a trauma
Yeah.
response.
Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Yeah.
Right, right, and sometimes we do one or more of them or, predominantly, like, I tend to be that person that fights a little bit, then I've gone into flight because I don't wanna deal with it. I
Yeah.
have gone into
Same.
freeze,
Same.
freeze,
Yeah.
because oh god, it's just the fear is overwhelming, and
Yeah.
then I don't know what it is, I wrote this piece, and then all of a sudden the clouds start to, part, and the
Mm.
sun shines through, and you realize in that moment that when you surrender,
Yeah.
everything flows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything just flows, and I wrote something in my journal yesterday about that, and, you awaken
Yeah.
and you move forward, and I love what you said, a few minutes ago when you said, "You've just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
You've gotta keep." You don't have a choice. Well, I
No.
guess you do, but
Yeah.
you don't have a choice, really.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what I find through my stuff, my crap, is the more I hold on and the more I go into, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is still going on. I can't believe this is still," the more I go into that, nothing moves.
No.
Nothing moves. And the more you move into acceptance, then you realize things move. And those wrong turns, we'll bring it back to the car today, those wrong turns all of
Yeah.
a sudden, are victories for us,
Yeah.
as he said, right?
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
victories for us?
Yeah.
And we may not be able to see them. Sometimes these things, this darkness that we go through can feel like it's lasting a lifetime.
Yeah.
I'll put that out there. It can
Yeah.
feel like, people say, "Oh, you have phases." Yep, this is a pretty long phase I'm going through, okay? But I don't know why. I don't know why. I have
I
no
know
idea.
why. I know why.
Okay, enlighten
I
me.
I I always I told you this last week too, Lisa. You're going through it because when you're on the other side, you get to
Yeah,
hold up a torch and say to others still struggling for years and years and years, living out of alignment, perhaps
yeah,
as teachers or some other thing that they were told
yeah,
to be, but they're not truly that person. You get to
yeah,
show them what's possible for them. You get to wave them over and go, "Hey, you know what? I have a story and message and magic for you so that you
Yeah.
don't have to struggle anymore. My
Yeah.
story, message, and magic is going to give you hits, hope, inspiration, and tools
Yeah.
because they don't have to do it alone, Lisa, because
Yeah.
you are a light worker. You are a
Yeah.
light worker of the highest order. You've brought together this beautiful group of women in this group. I don't know how many zillions of people are in your group now.
Yeah. There's almost 21,000. It's pretty
20,
amazing, right?
right? You've attracted those people because of your bigger why, because you're
Mhm.
here to show them that there's something on the other side of their story. They are
Yeah.
not their story. They can rewrite their story. They
Yeah.
can choose a different story. They get to be who they want to be. They don't have to stay stuck where they
Yeah.
are. So when you fully embody that, Lisa, and you are like that close, I feel it, where
Yeah.
you're over here. I feel it. I so feel it.
Yeah.
When you're over here, you get to wave them over. And Lisa, that's my wish for you. I want
Yeah.
you to get that sooner than later, but it's in divine timing. So it's not up to either of us. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my ego speaking. I want that sooner than later. It's
Yeah.
not really up to me, right? Or up to you. But the divine has you, and you know that. You are one of the most spiritual people I know that trust the universe. And don't lose faith right now, Lisa, just because you're in the midst of it. You're coming out. There's a light at the end of the tunnel,
I
and
know.
and you're here to help others. We've got this amazing program coming out that's going to help others to do this inner work. And because of your story, message, and magic, you get to say, hey, I've been there. And if you don't feel that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, or if you think the light at the end of the tunnel is an ongoing train, you're wrong, because
Yeah.
I was able to get through. You can get through as well.
Yeah. I agree. I love it. Thank you so much. I love this. Tori Joe says, wrong turn, fighting myself and truly joining a community of like-minded souls, denying I was created to help others through my
Mm,
darkness. And there's another one who's a
yeah.
light-hearted, you know,
Oh, highest
and
order. Tori Joe is of the highest order.
she,
Yeah.
like, meant to help others like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe. I mean,
Yeah.
she's an incredible person. Amen. I agree with Elvira. Thank you. I love it so much. I really do feel like that. I'm going to tell you, yesterday I was pulling a card from my Archangel deck. I felt called to pull one from my Archangel deck, and I got leadership, and it was
Yes.
Archangel Gabriel.
Yeah.
So then I pulled off my shelf behind me here. I have this book of archangels, and I wanted to read a little bit further into Archangel Gabriel because I always use Archangel Michael and Archangel Ariel. And so I wanted to read a little bit further on Gabriel. So I pulled off the book. You're not, yeah, this, you can't make this up. So I went to go flip through the book because it's all the archangels, and opened it up on Archangel Gabriel. And there's a picture of my dad that I had forgotten I put in this book on the Archangel Gabriel chapter. And it's him waving. Can't make it up,
You
right?
can't make this up. Your
And
daddy's your angel, and
I
he's
said,
watching over you.
oh, hey, Dad, I get it. And I just kind of chuckled. And I was
Oh my
like,
God,
oh
Lisa, thank
my,
you for sharing
what
that.
are
That
the
is so
odds of that
beautiful.
picture being in that chapter of Archangel Gabriel?
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't
Yeah.
touch this book in ages. Like, it's been there
Yeah.
for so long, and it's been, I don't know, a year since I pulled out the
Oh,
book.
Lisa, that is
So
so
yeah,
powerful.
I
And
know. And
you get to tell that story. That's a story right there where
yeah,
you were feeling low and you were guided to that book and you
yeah,
were reminded that you're supported on the other side. Your dad is there. Your archangels are there. Your guides are there. And you are supported, Lisa. And
yeah,
you're going to get through this. You're going to
I
get through
know.
this so quickly. I feel it. I feel like this is just like almost the tipping point for you. I feel it.
I know. And it is a blip in time.
It
I
is.
had a reel I was watching on Instagram, and I meant to send it to you. I don't know if I did. Now that I'm saying this, I think I might have forgotten to send it to you, but I have to. It's a
Yeah.
woman being interviewed on Jay Shetty's podcast,
Okay.
and I posted it on my story, but she says, I'm in the cosmic field, and the universe is saying, do you want to go to Earth where you get to experience all of the emotions, joy, sadness, euphoria, excitement, depression? Do you want to go to this place and where you get to experience all that? It's a blip in time, but
Yeah.
you get to experience that. And she says, well, yeah, hell I do. Of course I want to.
Yeah.
And she said, that's what helps me when I'm going through my dark periods, because we all have them. When I feel like I'm going through my dark periods, I know this is a blip in time and I get to
Yes.
experience
Yes.
this darkness.
Yes.
And when I watched that, I was like, huh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta look at this differently.
Yeah.
I get to
That's
experience.
beautiful.
I
Yeah.
get to experience having financial difficulties. I get to experience having low periods. I get
Yeah.
to experience that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
And
my
when
God.
you say these things, and I already felt a shift in me
Yeah.
when I started to say that. I felt the shift, and I
Yeah.
felt like this is over soon. I can see the
Yeah.
light.
I feel it. I
I
feel
can
it.
feel it too. And
Yeah.
I just thought that's the wrong turns, when you're talking about it, because there are no wrong turns, right?
Yes.
There are no mistakes. If
Yes.
I think to myself when I judge myself for leaving teaching and all, I'm thinking, yeah, but if I wasn't meant to leave teaching, the universe, there would have been block after block after
Yes.
block so that you
Yes.
could leave something.
Yes. Yes.
Everything just went smoothly like dominoes.
Yeah.
It was meant to, and I am
Yeah.
meant to experience this 5-year
Yeah.
lull, and it's not really a lull, been a lot happening in these 5, like, a ton of work with myself getting coaching, with myself doing some healing work, like, there's a lot of work
Mm.
that's gone into the past 5 years. I think I need to shift my mindset. I
Yeah.
like how we're coaching each other here.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, Lisa. It's so beautiful. And yeah, I've just been getting full body shivers as you talk, and it's the truth. So I get, I'm clairsentient. That's one of my clairs. I feel spirit in my body, confirmation.
Mhm.
You talking about your dad. Your dad is here. Your dad's taking care of you.
Yeah,
The blip in time, absolutely. This is not we chose this lifetime. We chose to incarnate in this lifetime to feel everything, to
yeah,
go through our darkness, to come to our light. And those of us that are heart-centered light workers,
yeah,
as I call them, and I want to help them to realize that their story didn't happen to them. It happened for them so
yeah,
they could help others.
yeah,
And they can use my system to create extra income by helping others.
yeah,
Because if light workers had to work day jobs like you in teaching, the world doesn't get your magic. And
yeah,
that to me is a tragedy. So I
yeah,
was blessed to manifest this system that came through me, that was developed over the last 7, 8 years, that's allowing light workers to put their own systems on my platform to help
yeah,
others, because
yeah,
we go through things for a reason. As
yeah,
heart-centered humans, we go through things for a reason, not just to suffer and die, but we go through them to help others, right?
yeah,
Holding up the torch, follow me, I know the way. And as we do this inner work ourselves, we get to help others. So
yeah,
it's not a one and done. And we're humans, as much as we're divine, we're also human. So we
yeah,
are going to go to the dark and forget who we are. We're going to forget sometimes that we're these amazing divine beings with a cosmic purpose,
yeah,
with a cosmic assignment, as he refers to it. And we're going to forget that sometimes. And Lisa, I just believe that you've forgotten a little bit of the bigger reason you're here. And
yeah,
today's show, I pray, is a huge shift for you to really just go, okay, I'm done with this part of darkness.
yeah,
I'm ready to step into the light. Lisa, I pray that our program that's going to help as many women as want to be served by our unique wisdom, that we've come together now and we
yeah,
want to serve together, because 1 + 1 isn't 2, 1 + 1 is 11. We
yeah,
want to bring the right people together so that we can serve through our stories, messages, and magic. And you've put together this incredible program. I just went through it yesterday and I'm like, Lisa, you are a channeler of the highest order, because we did some work together and you channeled all this beautiful content. You're a teacher. You were meant to be a teacher so
yeah,
that you could make this amazing curriculum that you get to share. But you're not sharing someone else's curriculum. You're
yeah,
sharing your own. That's
yeah,
why you were meant to be a teacher. And
yeah,
this is an absolute perfect time for you in history to be able to unleash this beautiful inner work that saved you, that's consistently saving you. And it's not about being perfect. It's about being real
Yeah.
and addressing the things and not getting stuck in ego and saying, okay, I'm here. Now I have some tools. I'm going to get here faster than I used to get there, right? So we're teaching tools to people so that they can get out of their crap faster, right? We talk about going from crap magnet to miracle magnet. So
Yeah.
I've got teachings, you've got teachings, and this is why we had to go through everything.
I love it. And we're just combining them
Yeah.
to, give to others the
Yeah.
tools that have helped us in
Mhm.
getting through things, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
I am really excited about this. I
Me
really, really
too.
am. So yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. It's
Oh.
so, I know. I love it. I've seen Tori Joe on here. I don't know if Janet was able to jump on, but hopefully she'll
Janet's in
watch.
Europe. Janet's
Oh,
on a boat in on the Danube. She's actually
oh,
it's a lifelong dream of Janet's. It's a bucket list trip for her. So she's manifested this. Janet is a miracle magnet. We talk about being a miracle magnet. It's actually a movement now. My mentor actually said, Elvira, it's the miracle magnet movement. So Janet is a miracle magnet. She's over on the Danube, and she's visiting some beautiful cities in Eastern Europe.
amazing.
Yeah, Vienna, and I think like
Oh,
Prague and Budapest. I don't know. I don't want to speak for her, but she can tell us more when she's back. But yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, she's manifested that.
Beautiful. Prague is supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
I can't
oh,
wait to go. Yeah, yeah.
right?
It's on
Oh,
my bucket list too. Yeah.
so amazing. Amazing. Well,
Ah,
today was
yes.
very timely, I think, very perfect today. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for those cards. I'm so grateful to Spirit for giving us and guiding us to,
Yeah.
talk about things that are so needed, right? So
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
So hopefully this conversation has helped someone. I know it's helped me selfishly.
Yeah, me
So
too.
hopefully,
Always, always. I leave here on a cloud. We call it being flowy and glowy in the Love Your Vibe transformation. Once they've had their sessions, everybody leaves feeling very flowy and glowy because we've cleared stuff, right? It's like when you get clear that,
yeah,
hey, I was thinking like this, but now I think like this, that's transformation. And
yeah,
that leaves you feeling very light and flowy and glowy. And I always leave our conversations feeling that way myself.
I know.
So
I know. Me too. It's awesome. Well, as always, thank you to everyone that jumped on here. Thank you, Tori Joe, and hopefully we'll get more watching on replay. And
yes.
please answer that question. Do you want to read that question one more
Yes,
time?
yes. Let me read again. Okay. So
Yeah,
the question is, what mistakes or wrong turns have I made that ultimately ended up benefiting me?
perfect.
And then you can also answer, take one nagging problem you've been putting off and finally make a choice. Okay, so he asks you for you to go deeper, to realize that there's no wrong turns, that everything happens in divine timing, and that your mission will not get away from you. It's just a
Yeah,
question of when you're going to connect with it. So,
yeah,
so by answering these questions, I think it's going to give you more clarity and more power to connect to your bigger why, your bigger mission, your cosmic assignment, whatever you want to call it.
I love it. I love it. So please answer that question in the chats if you feel comfortable. And again, please like, share, subscribe on YouTube. I always try to make sure that this is uploaded by the end of the day.
Thank you.
So yeah, until then, we will see you next week, my lovelies.
Yes.
So yeah, have a great week and we'll see you then.
Mm.
Bye for now.
Bye.
3, 2,